What's up guys, updated poster. Tonight I'm going to be working on another install. I got the front and rear BlackVue Dashcam. This is going to be a step-by-step video on how to install this system into your car. Stay tuned. Alright, so what you want to do is go on the App Store, download the BlackVue app, grab your Dashcam and your power cord that goes to the 12-volt slot, and you want to go ahead and then use the app to view the camera's view and see where you can mount it, where it will cover from left to the right of the front view. That way you're getting every part of your car, and you're avoiding getting the hood and mostly the road in front of you. So this is the app opened up. Now as you can see in the bottom right, it's live view. Go ahead and tap that, and then it'll go ahead and show you your camera. Now mine has the cover, so if I slide it off slowly, you can see that's what the camera sees currently in my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and center it out where I want it to see how it will look. This will be my ideal spot, and as you can see, it shows the whole front end, the hood, and everything. Now, according to the way you want the view of the camera to be, or the vehicle type, you can go ahead and adjust it either a little bit to the left to get more of the left side, or a little bit to the right to get more of the right side. But you can use this view to go ahead and center it the way you'd like. And if it's too high, you can always go lower mounted, or if it's too low, you can mount it even higher. Now this caps out at the bottom of my rear view mirror, and I will go ahead and show you what that looks like. Just let me go ahead and flip it around. And this is the view from my perspective. As you can see, it is completely behind the rear view mirror, and it's completely functional, grabbing all angles, which is very nice. Alright, friendly tip, once you figure out where you want to mount the camera, go ahead and clean the surfaced area with some glass cleaner or rubbing alcohol. Some people have a preference. And once you do, go ahead and peel the 3M tape and stick it accordingly and move on to the next step. Alright, went ahead and mounted the dash cam in the front. Now we work on the wiring. Now I'm a perfectionist and I like having a clean setup, so this is going to be a step-by-step on how to do that. So stay tuned as I show you my wiring process and how you can make it work on yours. Alright, so because this is going to be a hardwire install, what I'm going to do is bring the wiring from behind the camera up to the headliner, down across to the A-pillar, and then down the A-pillar, and after removing all this trim, get access to right here behind the panel to an add fuse. Now, the nice thing about these BlackVue kits is that they do come with these black tabs to keep the wiring tucked and organized all across. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a few of these in the front and in the back and get this hardwire installation. Alright, to get the wiring through the A-pillar, you're gonna go ahead and stick your fingers through here and pry it open, get it all loose. Then you're gonna get access to this cover by prying it in the bottom corner right here. And once you remove this cover, there's gonna be a Phillips screw that you'll remove to get the rest of this trim off. Once you remove this Phillips screw right here, go ahead and grip firmly and gently yank it through. That way you'll have access to grab the wire once you feed it down the A-pillar and into the opening slots over here to work on the add fuse near the fuse box. Another friendly tip, it will help to remove this weather stripping so that you can get the wiring down fed through and bring it down behind the strip to get access here. Alright, so now that you got the wires all near the fuse panel, you're going to go ahead and attach them accordingly. The red wire is going to be on a switch fuse, which is going to be powered with the keys in the ignition. The yellow wire is going to be attached to an add fuse with constant power, which means whether the key is in the ignition or not, it's going to have power. And then obviously the black one is going to be your ground, which you can tie down with a nut and bolt you find near the fuse panel. Now, because I do have the BlackVue Magic Pro Ultra battery, I'm going to go ahead and also twist the wiring and crimp them on the same add fuses, just so I can knock out two birds with one stone. But the wiring process goes the same. You want to go ahead and get the constant power and switch power as well as the ground and have it routed and connected to the actual battery as well. Alright, now that the wiring is complete, you're going to go ahead and work on the rear camera. So I went ahead and connected it to the front of the camera as well and worked my way to the back, plugged it in and gave it a power source, and I'll show you a POV of what it looks like on the app for positioning. So we're in the app interface. I'm going to go ahead and type live view, and where I see front and rear, tap rear. And this is what the rear camera currently sees. Now I have all this room in front. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera up forward, and I can do some minor adjustment, but I still only see mostly wing. I'm going to check one more spot, twist this mount, place it here, and I think I like this area a lot more. This is actually also great for me because I like having the clean wiring set up. So this will allow me to run the wiring to the headliner versus down in the bottom mounting area over there and having to run the wiring up the pillars on the side. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with this, finish the install, clean up the wiring from this to the front camera, and we're all done. All right, everything is put back together. As you can see, no wiring is loose anywhere. Everything's put back together, looks like factory, and the install is done. All right, after some final touch-ups and testing, everything looks like it's functional and working properly. I hope you guys enjoyed this step-by-step informative install video. If you guys have any feedback or comments, make sure you type them down below or feel free to DM me at any time. But until next time, Extreme out.